This playthrough is rated M for mature.
I'm gonna need a shower and some Neosporin for these bug bites. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Bound by Flame. In the last episode, we joined Sybil as we went through the swamps and forests, splitting off from the party. You know you never split off the party. But anyway, we gained some experience, got lambasted by a bunch of chrysalids and other things, and, well, the respawn rate was a little bit crazy, kept running into them almost new ones immediately afterwards.
Despite his determination, the knight was in an awkward position. He thanks the mercenary for having assisted him in his task. If he can trust the rumors that he hears around the village, he has before him the one called Vulcan. He has the pleasure of welcoming the mercenary to the village.
And you are?
The knight is called Ranval, last survivor of the Order of the Amber Knights, and now protector of Vauldemare, this village. The new arrival is most welcome, but the steward is waiting in the old village inn.
Okay, I don't know why Ranval talks to himself, but apparently he likes to do that. Anyway, this guy is voiced by Gideon Emery. He's voiced a few people over the years. Latest one was Tactics Ogre Reborn, and I think I'm trying to remember, he also was like in Final Fantasy 7 Remake and a couple others, but yeah, I just thought I'd pop that up. But yeah, it's kind of weird how he talks in the third person. Yeah, this guy kills, like, in the background, he's fighting something, and when you get close enough, he ends up talking to you and killing the thing as well. So let's grab this, and we'll go inside the village. But kind of reminds me of Bob Dole. Bob Dole doesn't like this. Bob Dole. Bob Dole. No one's gonna remember that guy. Anyway, we gained some levels between episodes as well, and also need to upgrade my equipment a bit. So let's equip this fate item. We do eventually want to try to kill things with different types of weapons, because certain feats require to kill something with a certain type of weapon to unlock him. Whether I actually buy him is a different matter. I just like having them available. And I also need to level up as well, so let's upgrade biting a bit. Let's give him a little extra damage since we've grabbed some stuff on the way. So let's give him some double pommels. That will give him +1 to physical damage. Awesome. And then we also, I forgot to upgrade my armor. Yeah, it's not something I do quite often, but yeah, let's give ourselves something a little bit. So let's give ourselves the Polines of the Sorcerer. Gives us a little bit extra physical resistance. I don't know if I have enough to do on everyone. And there is an option to raise my poison resistance. It's not an immediate importance, but something to think about. Let's see. I can raise my interrupt resist. Although usually they're killing me by the time that's really a big deal. I could use my 1 steel. I don't know if I want to waste that yet. And then on the armor, you also get a third item. You get like the Tacits and Spalding, but you should get your jewels/trophy section, which gives you different upgrades. In this case, we got either the Gunner's Kit, which does a little bit more trap damage when we set down traps, or we can get poison resistance. I'll just do trap damage for now. I do want to use more traps. I just, find good opportunities, and I need a few more items along the way. Do I want to build up any of my swords right now? Because I do want to eventually start killing us stuff with swords. I might wait, though, just because my inoms are a little low right at the moment. Okay. Oh, yeah, and then I've got some feats and abilities. So for feats, let's go ahead and build up deviousness here, since we unlocked amateur, depending on which, where you're at. So that'll give me critical hit damage with daggers. Yeah, big old thing with daggers is getting crit damage and stuff like that, especially, and utilizing other things up at higher levels. So I guess I'll do 2. The other one is you get critical hit if you hit them from the back, which in combat can be possible to do, but depending on how they're focused on you, it might take a hot minute to get them to do that. All right, let me go ahead and give myself extra Guardian Flame, so I get 6 of those. And let's see, got a couple more points remaining. Let's see. Yeah, let's probably get that stealth mode up a little bit higher, just so we can move quicker. So that way, when I'm actually, because I'll probably end up stealthing someone every time I start a combat. So, yeah, let's go ahead and max up the deviousness to max there. And then we could upgrade our surprise damage on daggers a little bit more, so that way we can possibly kill them. Oh yeah, and certain levels of level ups or whatever, if it's part of a chain, it means you have to upgrade in that chain. So, like, for example, for Rain of Blades, if I want a level of Deviousness, I have to have a level of Rain of Blades. If I want to max out Deviousness, I need to max out Rain of Blades. It's the same with the final, like, Expert mode. As you can see there, these two tie together, so I eventually have to buy Expeditious and Ravaging Assault to eventually buy Gift of the Viper, which allows to do poison damage on these things as well. So yeah, we could. I don't use assault too often though, but I do want to eventually start getting poisoning with daggers. So yeah, let's buy one of each. Okay, and then we can buy more of that later. Feat wise, I think what I want to do is I want to keep going on this gravy train and keep my dagger crits up a bit. Let's see. And then I want to eventually buy Soldier here so I can get crossbow bolts at a cheaper cost, but I need to actually make them. So let's see, how many can I make currently? I can make 7. Yeah, I'll need a bit more bones to do that. I'll hold off on using this feat for now. So, you have anything else to say? No? Okay, let's go inside. To Vauldemare.
This is Vauldemare. It is not a beautiful place, but for the time being, it seems to be unknown to the Deadwalker army. This village has known better days. Before the war, it was popular among the rich hunters who came to enjoy the ample game in the swamps. Today, the only visitors are refugees, who are sadly too numerous for the scant resources of the village. A small healing house provides comfort and succor to the injured. The knight is quite fond of Mirana, the healer who runs the place. Does the mercenary see the building opposite? It was once an inn, but it is now the residence of the steward, the man now in charge of the village.
This is a very large inn, considering the size of the village. There must have been many visitors before the war.
With any luck, we might get to sleep in a real bed tonight.
Anyway, we find ourselves in Vauldemare, which is the little mini hub area for this section. So let's see if our knight friend has a few more answers for us. Why do you talk so strangely? Yeah, third person much.
How come you talk that way? Always in the third person.
The way people speak is different from one place to another, and I am from another place. The knight's people are a warrior tribe from Algandar, and he is proud of them.
Alright, I guess I got the answer I wanted, I guess. Where can I find the steward?
Where can I find the steward?
As the knight said, the steward is in the old inn, the big building in the middle of the village.
I was just double checking. What does the steward want with me?
What does the steward want with me?
The captain has offered the services of the freeborn blades to the steward. The steward must have orders for the mercenary.
Shit. I'm gonna get stuck being this guy's errand boy. Damn. I knew I should have gone with the rest of the company.
He's played this game before. Can you tell me anything about the village?
What can you tell me about this backwater town?
This village is a modest one, and its reserves are almost gone. Its only strength is its isolation in these swamps, but that is also its greatest weakness.
I already figured it was some kind of shithole.
That the refugees and the villagers must live together is difficult, and the situation is worsened by there not being enough food. The swamp offers protection against the Deadwalkers, but it also harbors many dangers. Its creatures often attack the village. When the knight and the elf are not there to defend the walls, the watch often leave them unguarded. Shameless.
So you and Relmar work together on this thing, huh? No one else helps?
I'm going.
Yeah, sounds like a fun village. But yeah, if food goes out, that's the first thing for people to fight over. So yeah, if we want to leave back in there, we can go back to the swamp and grind if we want a bit. But nah, private bunking, huh?
My respects, General, sir.
Didn't know Southerners lived in this fictional world. I'm not a general.
Do I look like a general?
I don't know, General, sir.
If I'm asking you that, it probably means that I'm not.
Well, it could be a test to see if I'm being a good soldier, General Sir.
Then you flunked the test. You are crap at recognizing rank.
They never taught me that, General Sir. Plus, I don't see so good, General Sir.
Is there a boss guard to help you with that?
Yes, General Sir. He posted me here and said to deal with it, General Sir.
This village is condemned, and without a doubt it is better thus.
All right, we're not gonna waste all day on this, and stop calling me General Sir. My name is Vulcan.
Understood, General Vulcan, sir.
I suggest you roll with it. Congratulations on your promotion, General.
Yeah, thanks. Whatever. Forget about it, soldier.
My mom always said stupid is as stupid does. I'd like to know more about Vauldemare in the area here.
I would like you to give me some information about the village.
Now, what do you think of your superior?
What do you think of the boss guard?
General Sir, Boss Guard Mason, he is a good boss. He is, competent and,
Be honest, soldier. The one thing I hate is a liar.
it's just I don't want any trouble, General Sir.
You won't get any. I'm asking you this because I trust you, and nobody else will ever know.
Okay, General Sir. Because the thing is, well, Boss Guard Mason, I guess I don't think he is a very good boss, General Sir. He insults us all the time and never shows us how to do nothing. He spends all his time drinking like a chamber pot instead of doing his patrols.
Drinking like a chamber pot?
Please, I don't even want to know. Thanks for the information. It'll stay just between us.
I think it was a bit too TMI in this situation. What can you tell me about the steward?
What do you think about the steward?
The steward? Well, I don't know much about him, General Sir. But before the war, when he took care of the hunting lodge, he used to come and buy vegetables from my grandparents. But they didn't like him much. He always spoke to them like he thought they was scum.
You're not scum enough to lick the dirt off my boot. Well, have you had any problems with the refugees?
All these refugees, are they causing any trouble?
Well, it's true there is a lot of them, so that means a lot more work for us. Sometimes one of them will try to sneak in and steal some food, but we don't ever let them do that. Then again, we can't get too mad at them either. It's all because of the war. Those people are just like us, more or less, except that they've lost everything. And sometimes they help us too. A couple have even joined the guard when the boss thought they was good enough. Plus there's Renko. Well, he fixed up my granddad's spade. He's a real nice guy, that one.
I see.
Well, they've lost everything, so they must be losers. The losers don't deserve to be here. What do you know about the swamps?
You stand in front of the swamps every day. You must know a lot about them, right?
Oh, not that much, General Sir. I never set foot out there. It's way too dangerous. Boss Mason posted me at this here gate, and that is just fine with me. There's lots of monsters out there. I can hear them, and that's enough for me. And even when there's no noise, we hear the whispering and well, that's even worse.
The whispering?
Yes, General Sir. Sounds like my own mama's voice sometimes. Except that she's been dead these past 5 years. Plus, I can't make out one word she's saying. And that don't make no sense. Mama and me always understood each other.
I see.
Sounds creepy and dangerous. Kind of reminds me of will-o-wisps. I think that's what they do in mythology. They make noise or imitate things to get you to come towards them, and then they, could be to danger. Let's change the subject.
Let's change the subject.
I would like to know more about Vauldemare in the area here.
I would like you to give me some information about the village.
Oh, okay.
Let's
never
change
mind.
this.
We're done with you. Get away with you.
See you later, soldier.
So long, soldier. All right. Let's take a look at Vauldemare. See if there's any secrets around here. secret stuff we can steal. You know, this place is a refugee camp, you know, with everyone needing everything, but I've got to have my hero tax, thank you very much. Oh, health potion, nice. I need to start making some health potions at some point. I've only got a couple. Looks like I can't talk to a lot of these people. I want to steal your stuff. Come on, give me your stuff. No? Okay. Okay, that takes us somewhere. We don't want to go there yet. Anyone to talk to? Nope. Any more secret? Ooh. A Garthy. Hugbert. What type of name is Hugbert anyway? I don't know. Sounds British.
It's on account of that Nigella, ain't it? I take one look at her, and suddenly it's the end of the world.
I don't know who that is, or Nigella. Nigella, don't know what you're talking about. Agarthy?
Are you okay?
Looks like she's dead, or about to die. Look at the pale skin of her. Alright. Nope. Don't want to say anything. How do I get over there? I must grab it. It is an item of some importance. Not really. Well, I mean, yeah, for crafting, of course. But, oh yeah, I gotta save, I gotta remember to save feats for buying stuff to grab stuff whenever, okay, let's look at the, oops, let's look at the map. Let's go talk to those two people down that way. Anything else I can know before we, no, nothing, okay, nothing else to say. Good, great grand. No yelling on the bus. Yeah, this episode would mainly be me exploring the village and everything like that, so if you're looking for action, well, it's not going to happen. But don't worry. We'll get more of it eventually. Leather, motion pan. Ooh, exploding trap. Nice. Could always use more of those. Oh, there's Nigella. Okay, you put this... It's the end of the world, apparently, according to that one guy, so what do you say?
You could at least answer when I ask you a question.
Okay, maybe she's talking to this guy. They'll leave. Hello. Okay then. That told me everything I needed to know. And that has made all the difference. Nope. No one here wants to talk? Nope. Okay. I know I'm a weird, you know, free-born blade or whatever, you know, just coming around, hanging around, stealing your stuff, you know, hero tax and all that. Joestin, nice. Could use that for crafting. Need more bones so I can make more crossbow bolts. Because I want to buy that ability that, like, reduces the cost of crossbow bolts, but also want to get the ability that improves the damage by 30%. Raincoat, huh?
A good day to you, soldier. I do believe that today is your lucky day.
I'll say. I don't know about that. What are you trying to sell me?
Really? What are you gonna try to sell me?
Sell? Oh, now you're trying to make me feel bad. No, unfortunately I have nothing left to sell. Other than some first-hand information that will surely be of use to you.
Information? What information?
Hey, you know what? Some kind of reward would be appreciated. It's just that with the war, we have so little left.
I mean, you say you weren't going to sell me something, then you're selling me something, so... Alright, this better be good.
Here, take this. What do you have?
Apparently, the Red Scribes have found a way to win the war. They found someone capable of breathing fire, who's gonna burn up the Ice Lords just by looking at them.
I don't believe it. You took my money for that? You fucking with me?
I swear, it's true. Please, we're starving.
I'll let it slide this time, but don't you ever try to rip me off again, unless you're tired of using your hands.
Just because you're starving doesn't mean you can rip people off that'll make them not trust you. I mean, people already don't trust the homeless and refugees to begin with. You're not making it any better. I wanted to ask you.
I wanted to ask you.
And you're not charging me this time. Do you know the steward?
Have you ever met the steward?
He came to see the refugees several times, but I never spoke to him. I got the impression he couldn't stand us. He's the boss and we're the little people, see?
Not too tough being a refugee? What type of question is that?
Life of a refugee can't be easy.
I've been a refugee for years. 5 to be exact. All these years on the road. And believe me, it's never easy. But this village is a pretty good place. The healing house gives us food most of the time, and we're safe. That's not bad.
5 years, huh? It's almost like it's a job. Things going okay with the guards?
How are things going with the guards?
Oh, we don't see them too much around here. They're basically here to guard the village. They don't give a shit about the refugees, so they keep their distance. And I hope for the steward's sake that he's not counting too much on them to keep him safe. I've seen lots of soldiers on the road, but as useless as them, never.
Interesting. Well, let's go.
Right. I'm leaving.
Funny how our dialogue changes to cordial after guy basically ripped us off, but okay. Yeah, he doesn't give you any useful information. He basically tells you what you... Basically, it's you. That's the information. We're the interesting thing about the Red Scribes. But... Alright, let's see, anything else? No. Okay. Not in the immediate area. Let's go up here. Buffalo. Oh, hey, Buffalo.
Oh there, Powder Man. You still didn't manage to blow yourself up?
You could call me the Powder Man or the Raggedy Man. Either way. This village is pretty quiet, huh?
Pretty quiet around here, huh?
Yeah. Too quiet for my taste. Do you really imagine the Deadwalkers are going to forget about this place just because this swamp is dangerous?
No. But it'll slow them down. Maybe we'll see them coming.
Ha! You can bet your ass they're already here. There's something in the air that stinks, and I don't mean the locals either. I feel like the Ice Lords are watching us. Right now.
So they're creepy voyeurs, huh? I should know. They are dead and they're still alive, so... The village is pretty... Oh, right, we already said that.
I have a few questions for you.
How are the freeborn blades holding up?
How are the freeborn blades holding up?
We left some blood on the stones in the temple, but most of the company got away all right. But if we don't get some new recruits soon, things are gonna get serious. The captain has sent some men ahead to Karalthas. I hope they manage to pick up a few recruits, and they're not too scabby.
Is there anybody in this village worth recruiting?
See for yourself. There isn't a single man amongst the guards or the refugees that knows which end of a sword you're supposed to hold. We'll just have to wait. And be careful.
Well, they don't have the same biceps we have. Good lord. Well, you made it out of the temple. Well, you made it out of the temple again.
So, you made it out of the temple then?
I did. I suppose my time's not up yet. I guess that'll cause more gossip amongst the youngsters. The eternal survivor. My balls. There are some days when I wish it would be over.
I tell you, you'll be the one that buries all of us.
Wouldn't surviving anything and everyone living to old age, wouldn't that still be called the eternal? Whatever. Do you think we can win against the Deadwalker army?
Do you think we can win against the Deadwalker army?
Against the Deadwalker army? No chance. Now, the Ice Lords, that's another question.
What do you mean?
Only that sometimes you have to try to chop off the head, you know? That bunch of walking corpses wouldn't be any trouble at all if there was no one to guide them.
I guess you're right, but I don't think that makes the task any simpler.
There was a time, way back, you know, when there were so many of us in the company, several hundred, that the captain decided to delegate. So he chose 2 lieutenants. Those 2 assholes fought over how to share out the men for weeks. They both wanted to take the best men for their group. And the result? We had our asses handed to us by an army that was hardly more numerous than we were. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the Deadwalkers are just the same. You've got 7 bosses, and each one of them wants to control everything.
So if we were able to set them against each other?
Now you're thinking straight. I don't know how we could do it, but I'm sure that it's possible.
It's like a video game encounter. Oh, wait.
See you later.
Take out the 7 bosses and fight the main boss, and boom. You got in game. We can't just walk into the swamp now, can we? Wouldn't want to sink down. Who knows what pitfalls are in the swamps. I don't know what's going on over here. What's going on the other side? Oh, we can sleep. Nice. This is the Freeborn Blade Camp. I will steal this stuff from you. What the? Heinrott, get out. Or Henriette, Riot, whatever. Get out of here.
Anybody home?
Preview refugees. But anyway, if you sleep, obviously, I mean, you heal up anyway, but sleeping will change the time of day. Even though the time of the day changes eventually anyway, but you can change it by sleeping in the tent. So there's this take us. Okay, the Southern Delta. Nope, we don't want to go out. We're not exploring today. No, well, not exploring the swamp today. No, sirree. Chrysalid bit me too much. Yeah, those things were kind of heinous at times just because of the difficulty in 2 just spawning like almost instantly in the next area. Like, stop spawning. But yeah, I forgot how bad the spawning in this game is. Even though I've played it not too long ago to prepare for this, it's one of those things you don't really pay attention to till you're actually recording and you're like, oh no. Okay, just making sure something. Let's go into the town area proper. I like the music for this area, very calm, smoothing. Got Sybil hanging around with us. Doesn't say much, but hey, when she does, it's poignant, I guess. And we already talked to her enough from previously, so. Steel, heart dust, and gold. Well, that makes up for the gold I lost to that one dude. Ironic.
My goodness, let's see. You're not pissing blood, you're not vomiting your guts out. Both legs are in place and they seem to be holding you upright. Congratulations. It looks like you'll pull through. And now you'll excuse me, but I have other miracles to accomplish, and not much time to devote to people in your condition.
You have the condition of healthy. I pronounce you a boy. Now sod off. Just means we were bothering you.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'd like to speak with you.
Are you wounded?
No.
Are you a refugee dying of starvation?
Hey, I'm a mercenary. We're always hungry.
Why don't you go roast a Chrysalian and come back and see me when you're twisted in pain?
Note to self, don't eat a Chrysalian, apparently. Yeah, I can understand, she's a doctor. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a caretaker. Wait, isn't that the same thing? But anyway. Yeah, just if I'm wandering around, it means I'm just trying to look for the collective grabbing stuff, just in case I miss it. Also, it ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, who are you? One of them fucking mercenaries, right?
Fucking mercenary, yeah. Sounds about right.
You know what I call your lot? Ore blades. And I got no time for ores.
Sometimes I wonder if this game has really, really bad dialogue, or it's bad dialogue that's funny, just because of the way it presents itself. It's kind of funny, you know what I mean? That's kind of why I enjoy it on an ironic level. I mean, I still like the game non-ironically, but you know what I mean. You should. Let's see, we're all the same shit mercenaries, whatever your criticism ethics, you sack of shit. Forget. You should. It might do you some good.
Maybe if you were to do something about your bad breath, the whores would let you get close to them. I'm just saying.
Go fuck yourself, Oreblade. You again? I thought I made myself clear. I got no money to employ you. Now fuck off.
All right, fine. Weirdo. Alright, got some more gold and raw metal. Anything else over here? Nope. Yeah, all these people here are a lovely bunch of coupons. Okay. Talk to all the important people. Yeah, usually people with like a knight symbol or whatever you want to call it are people I can interact with. That are usually important at some point, Okay. But yeah, we'll be in this place for quite a while. Jervis has nothing to say, and nothing has been said to Jervis. And that's the way it should be. You guys, nice health potions. Could always use more of those. Yes, I know about upgrading my equipment. I just figured that out. No, I just remembered. Gold and raw metal. All right. Hey, a sale.
Here we go. Another one of these hick refugees. There's nothing for you here.
Ain't a hick refugee. Did anyone confuse your head with an anvil? I'm a mercenary.
Open your eyes, Smithy. I'm one of the Freeborn Blades.
Of course. I'm guessing you have need of my precious services. Alas, nothing that would truly put my talent and virtuosity to the test, I'd imagine. Such is the sad lot of the true artiste in times of war. So, what can I do for you?
Alright, artist, I need you to pound this metal into a sword so I can kill stuff with. How's that for art? I'd like to know more about the village.
I need more info about Vauldemare.
And you have decided that I have a sympathetic face. It's the story of my life. Talent worthy of a king's ransom, but surrounded by cretins who only seek that which is free.
I always want free stuff. I mean, I used to go to, you know, Sam's Club and the mall back in the day and grab those like free little bits of food that they would hand out. I wonder if they still do that at places like that. Like at grocery stores and all that other thing. What can you tell me about the steward?
What can you tell me about the steward?
Oh, don't expect me to say anything bad about Bertolf Chambriad. I'm not always in agreement with him, but I can see that he knows his business. And he keeps the village relatively safe.
Safe, huh? Are there a lot of elves in these parts?
It's not often you see an elf blending in with other cultures. Are there many of you here in Vauldemare?
To my knowledge, I was the only one. That is until Prince Arundel and his acolyte arrived. Does that pose a problem for you?
Not at all.
Well, it does for me. His Majesty the Prince of Imbeciles is going to bring us nothing but trouble.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, until he says he's an elf, you almost can't tell. Like, see, that's why elves should be different, so you can actually tell the difference between them. Like, I like Tolkien elves when they're so alien-looking. They're like almost from another planet. You know what I mean? But anyway, do you know the Healing House woman?
Do you know the woman who runs the Healing House?
Oh, of course. She's all one hears about lately. Everyone here will tell you that she's a courageous woman, fighting a noble battle. Everyone but me. The woman's insane. There are already far too many mouths to feed in this camp. Clearly, she's fully aware of this, yet she stubbornly insists on making things worse.
Goodwill only works if there's enough food to go around, huh? What do you know about the Red Scribes?
And the Red Scribes? Know anything about them?
No, certainly. A boring bunch of fusspots, spreading science and preaching the good word while never suspecting that anyone might see through their little game.
Our game? Well, pray tell, give us the details. Please, give us the benefit of your extensive knowledge.
I don't pretend to know about all their little plots. I spend very little time with them, and frankly, I couldn't possibly care less about them. But I am fully aware that pretty speeches serve no better purpose than manipulating minds. They're nothing more than noisy masks behind which hides a reality that is far uglier. The more the melody is sweet, the better it distracts you. And is there anything more disgustingly melodious than the discourse of a red scribe?
When it comes to disgusting discourse, you seem to be something of an expert.
And yeah, it's obviously different if you don't have her with you. That it basically just never gets brought up. But anyway, yes.
Let's talk about something else.
Well, let's see what you have for sale.
Show me what you have for sale.
Gold. So vulgar to work with. So wonderful to own.
Okay, Mr. California. Let's see. We got some hammers here. Or no, I guess there's technically axes. Never mind. Axes, pane. There's a hammer. There it is. The iron grip. Yeah, that's a... Yeah, like two-handed weapons have the sword, axe, and hammer. Sword, axes, hammers. Let's see, we got the crafty blade we could buy. Has a high chance of crit. Too bad it's a bit expensive right now, 204. I could afford it, but... Let's see. Oh, we can upgrade our armor to the Elven Cuirass if we wanted to. Give us a resistance to magic. Don't quite need that yet, but eventually. See, Legionnaire, gauntlets, swordsman boots, Elven. Oh, we could buy the helmet at least. I do need a helmet. Give me a little extra resistance to damage. It's only 46. Oh, we can finally buy some raw materials. And yeah, there's only so many raw materials, as you can see there, how many we can buy. Ooh, steel's a little expensive, that's for sure. I'll hold off now because I don't need to leave, but I might buy it like before I leave. Selling stuff. I'll probably sell like maybe the cleaver or something like that, but for now we'll hold off. So. Is there something? Nope. Okay. For some reason I thought I saw something shiny. But there is something shiny here. Alright, mana potion, exploding trap, nice. Leather. Nope, don't want to say anything? Nope. Well, these people are dead inside. The former inn. Let's see. Yeah, you still called an inn. Nice treasure chest. Ooh, Elven Greaves, nice. Caught ourselves some Greaves. Let's put those on. Or at least I think those are. Let's see. Oh yeah, because I upgraded the thing. Let's see. This gives you magic resistance instead. Well, I said don't need to worry about magic right now. Eventually we will, but not in the immediate future. Eventually. Yeah, sometimes it's better, like when it comes to equipment, to wait on it, because sometimes you'll get certain equipment from just opening stuff. So keep that in mind before you buy anything immediately. Although sometimes I take that way too much to heart, and then I end up keeping myself weak because I don't have the best armor at a certain point, because I would like to hold off on it. You know, these graves. Oh man! Oh, yeesh! All right. Now let's go inside. Let's get some plot going, and then we can kind of go from there.
Is our best defense. Happily, the wildlife are just as keen on attacking the Deadwalkers as they are the villagers. But the situation here in Vauldemare grows worse daily. And each new wave of refugees increases the risk of drawing unwanted attention to this jungle.
No Ice Lord scouts who find this village will ever escape to tell the tale. Of that, I can assure you. Also, my men are reinforcing your defenses. Forgive me for saying, but you have some serious weak points. Especially the defenses around that refugee camp of yours.
The arrival of the Freeborn Blades and the Red Scribes has greatly improved our chances of survival, Captain. Believe me when I say that we are most grateful to have you with us. Needless to say, your men and the Red Scribes are welcome and free to go where they will. But as for any other newcomers, our gates are closed. You must understand that our food stores are as limited as our abilities to defend our village. Until you arrived, we had but one person who was even vaguely capable of treating our injured, and the case of Prince Orendil was completely beyond her skills. And there is this beast story, doubtless another fairy tale, the fruit of an alcohol-addled brain. Nonetheless, several of the Watch have gone missing. Something hidden in these swamps is causing these disappearances, but we cannot risk sacrificing any more of the few men remaining to us on sending patrols. Large groups entail moving chrysalids that are unmanageable. The others, quite simply, do not return.
Silence.
If I were to listen to everyone, I would need 10 times the number of men I have to verify the truth of every tale.
Enough. You must aid me to do this. I am not able to do that. Your endless wailings are unbearable.
In the name of Vulcan? But by the gods, man, what is...
This world is condemned. The cold hath invaded its ground, its souls, and its heart. Yet here you stand, weaving your limbs like fish taken from the water, miserably shuffling about to conserve the illusion of warmth and life, and not feel the passing of your last breath, while I must endure your wailings and lamentations. Pitiful.
Vulcan, stop this nonsense immediately.
It is not he who speaks. All doth fall to ruin about you, yet you still bewail your loose bowels and vomitings. You cannot vanquish your dead walkers, no more than you can vanquish their necromancer masters. They draw their power from the very heart of the world. They drink it, they suckle it dry. Your only chance to cleanse what your own hath corrupted is to go to the world heart and liberate it from its servitude.
The World Heart is a myth, a forgotten fairy tale, no more real than dragons or dwarves.
A myth. Continue hiding behind thy puny barricades, and thou wilt soon join thy myths and fairy tales.
Cease your pretense. I know you have returned to consciousness.
What the hell happened? I was just listening to the steward blabbing away with the captain, and then...
And then you lost control.
I don't know, it's like something in my head zapped me so it could use my mouth. But I was still there. Still thinking what I was saying.
This is not the first time you have felt this presence manifest itself.
No. No, it's been there since the temple. It's also in my dreams. I think...
Interesting. It would seem that your body is host to some other entity. And it is clearly a spirit of fire.
No kidding. I got a demon in my head.
Something of the kind. In truth, I could not say what it is. Not yet, at least.
Don't make me laugh. After all, it's your disciples that let this thing out of its cage, right?
That has nothing to do with it. Do you have any idea of the implications of this incident?
I don't know. We just told the steward off because he's being a moron, so what's the bit? Yeah, it's like, it means you'll leave me the hell alone? I love some of the dialogue in this game. You know, like I said, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Whatever, it's no big deal.
What? Just because I said some weird shit? Believe me, it's not the first time that's happened.
Obviously, you haven't understood. The thing that is inside you, it wishes you ill. There is not enough space inside you for two souls. That demon wants your body. It will control you more and more until it has replaced you completely.
Ha! Thou thinkest I crave the body of a mortal? I am a prisoner here. My place is in the World Heart.
It will not hesitate to lie to you, to tell you that which you wish to hear, so that you will allow it to consume you.
I never asked for this cage. I never asked to be forced to hear thy every thought. It is I who have been invaded.
It speaks to you. Do not listen to it. Cast it from you. If you do not resist, it will crush your soul.
Hey, take it easy. One day at a time, okay? I'm gonna take a walk.
Well, hopefully this one, just like a symbol just popped out of nowhere, like a gosh darn Jack in the Box. Oh, that was a hoot. Looks like the demon's a little pissed off and wants to get to the World Heart. We'll walk, set us clear ahead. Will we find out more about what's going on in the immediate area? And can we handle a little bit of extra missions while we're at it? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Bound by Flame. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.